So this is what I mean to say, that if you are going to increase the length of this particular pendulum, second pendulum, then the oscillations is going to be like this. And corresponding to this, what would be the phase space trajectory? So that we will see now. So this is the real time plotting of the phase space trajectory as the double pendulum is oscillating. And we will call this kind of a pendulum as double pendulum. So ultimately, what is our conclusion is that in the classical mechanics, we are basically studying the topological properties of the manifolds. That is what is going to happen. That means essentially in the case of the lower dimensions, we are going to study the geometrical properties of the trajectories. Geometrical properties of trajectory means if the trajectory is a circle, then you study the geometrical properties of the circle. You know what are the geometrical properties of circle. If I give you an ellipse, what are the geometrical properties of ellipse? You know that. For a hyperbola, you know that. These are known as geometrical properties of trajectories. But when things get complicated in higher dimensions, then we say that they are topological properties of manifolds. Okay, and the corresponding mathematics becomes fairly complicated. So this is the introduction that I would like to tell. Okay, this gives you a glimpse, or it gives you an idea about what is meant by a phase trajectory and how the phase trajectories can get complicated, especially in higher dimensions. Of course, everything will enter into the higher dimension. There is nothing will be there in lower dimensions, excepting for very simple situations. So in all other cases, practically all of them will be in higher dimension. Therefore, a knowledge of the topology, a knowledge of the differential geometry is going to give you a better understanding of physics. So you can now imagine you can at least imagine what level of mathematics is required to understand further. Okay, if you want to understand geometrical properties, you need to know two-dimensional coordinate geometry, three-dimensional coordinate geometry, etc. But however, when you are moving to higher dimensions, you need to learn the topology and the differential geometry. So right now for the classical mechanics course, such knowledge is not much required. But in general, in case if you want to go for a research work, something in theoretical physics, you need more about the differential geometries. Okay, that will give you a great idea about, and even if you are going to learn, for example, the theory of relativity, the general theory of relativity, I mean, then you need the knowledge of topology will help you to understand these things in a great manner. So that is the first thing. And second thing is I would like to give some terminology related to the case of simple pendulum. So that I will show it now. And in addition, I would also like to tell some terminology related to this. Each one of these circles, say for example, this particular circle, I will take here. I will take the line here and then write down here. There is a circle here, right? You are able to follow the cursor, some plus. Okay, the cursor looks like a plus. Okay, the red line that is coming here, no, that is the one that I am talking about. This is known as a limit cycle. Okay, you can choose any one of them. For example, you can also choose this one. Let me show it with another color here. See, for example, this particular line that you are going to have is also an example of a limit cycle. Okay, limit cycle means the orbit. Okay, orbit, trajectory. We use different names for that. Okay, sometimes it may be closed orbit. Sometimes it may not be closed. You have already seen them. Closed orbits are the one circle and ellipses. Open orbits you have already seen in the double pendulum cases. Okay, the trajectory will keep on evolving new and new places and it will never close. So they are known as open orbits. So this particular orbit where you have this kind of closed circle is here what is known as a limit cycle. So that is one of the frequently used terminology that is there in the system. And another important terminology in this phase space diagram is the place where a particular thing changes, the structure changes completely. You see, closed orbit is changing to an open orbit structure. Where it is happening, you see in this one. This blue color arrow I am drawing, right? That is the one. So this particular place or the orbit corresponding to that is going to be a situation where closed orbit is becoming open orbit. So the next one is the open orbit. So this one is open orbit. The next one is a closed orbit. So there is a change from one structure to the other structure. When this happens, then that particular orbit is known as homoclinic orbit. So let me write down that. So it is generally what is how do you define a homoclinic orbit is that it is a trajectory of the flow of the dynamical system that lies in the intersection of the stable and unstable manifolds.